What's up, guys? We're at the local creek today doing some fly fishing. Haven't done any fly fishing for a while, so I brought out the old trusty 2-weight Echo Carbon XL. It's a 7-foot 3-inch rod, 2-weight. I got this is a 4-5 reel, but it has 2-weight line on it, so don't worry, I'm not gonna break my rod. It's just, this is a cheap reel, which I was able to match with this. And hopefully the goal for today is to try to get some fish on a dry fly. That's the main goal. But I do have a couple nymphs with me that I'll try if we don't have any luck. The water is really high right now, actually. So normally this creek is a lot lower, but it's a tailwater and there's the snow melt. It is April, so the water flows are up, but the water is clean, which is the most important thing. We'll get into fishing. I'm actually trying to see if I see any fish rising. I might start a little further down and just work my way up, but yeah, because the water's so high, I'm not sure how that's gonna affect these fish because they're used to lower flow. Normally this creek is running at about like 30 CFS. So it is a lot higher than normal. So we might need to use some nymphs just to get really down into the water column. So we'll see. We'll get right to fishing. All right, I'm gonna start off with probably a size 16 or an 18 mosquito pattern. Something kind of big and buggy. I'm not really seeing any hatch right now, so this is just my let's see if anything wants to bite, even if there's not a hatch fly. It is a little later in the morning, so maybe the hatch has come and gone. I did see some gnats flying around, so I might throw in a Griffith's gnat instead. But so far, no obvious signs of fish rising, so I might be wasting my time right now. I am in a protected zone, so no barbs. Be very cognizant about that, guys. Make sure you know the regulations for where you're fishing, or risk getting a hefty fine. Yeah, so barbless and artificial only, no bait. And if you're using a spinning rod with like a spoon or something, recommend just instead of using a treble hook, just use a single J hook instead. The action will still be the same, and it will not damage the fish's mouth as much as a treble hook will, especially if you're practicing catch and release like I am. So just a little food for thought. All right, so I did see a little guy surface right over there. So even though that's behind us, that'll be my first little area that I target. I have a pretty decent back cast, not a whole lot of things behind me, so that should be okay. We'll just take a couple drifts through this area, some of the stiller water. Yeah, this might be a nymphing day. I'm not seeing a ton of evidence of fish rising. Okay, so I will make a fly change because I'm fairly confident I'm casting by fish. I'm just gonna go with my gut. And my gut is telling me if there's no fish rising, then they're most likely feeding on nymphs. So I need to switch. All right, guys, the conversion has been made. We are now fishing a indicator double nymph rig. So I actually got this tip from a guy at a fly shop, and they basically said, take 2 of the same size of these Oro indicators and just match the colors, and it'll just be easier to see when a fish strikes or the twitch. So that's what I'm trying out today. But this is going to go down about 1.5 feet to a split shot, just a 1 BB size, And then another 8 inches to a pheasant tail flashback. And then I got another 10 inches down to a zebra midge. So I'm expecting to fish to catch that. But we'll see. We'll see how this handles. There are really small trout in the system, so I'm not expecting to catch anything insane, but we're just out here having a good time. So my rig should be bottomed out now. And I think there is structure right there, so that could be bottom, but I'm not that deep, so I'm not too sure. There we go. That's a fish. Nice. First fish of the day. And these little guys are a lot of fun to fight on this little 2-weight. Lots of fun. Good bend of the rod. Yeah, nice little rainbow. Nice. All right, let's get a quick look at him. Yeah, he was on that zebra midge, so nice little silvery rainbow. All right, well, that confirmed that they are indeed not feeding on the surface right now. So it was a good idea to switch over to a nymph and an indicator. There we go. Got another one. Nice. This guy looks like he has some better colors. Oh yeah. Nice. Beautiful little rainbow trout. Nice. Man, rainbow trout are so cool. Acrobatic. This guy's, I think, is the smallest one of the day, but the most acrobatic for sure. Ah, he's about the same size as the others. Nice. Got the hook out. Nice and silvery. Let him go. I'm sure there will be more. You just catch fish, man. I didn't know, but apparently there's like a lot of, not the greatest, it's not as well received. Nymphing is not as well received as dry fly fishing. I mean, which of course, everyone wants to catch a fish on a dry fly, but nymphing, you just catch fish. What can I say? That guy might have scared this whole, everyone in there, so I might not get any more takers. And I'll move on. There we go. Got another one against that wall. Another little small guy. Oh, and he took the top fly. Very cool. Nice little paw marks on that guy. Pheasant tail. And that'll do. A re-rig. I need to get one of those like magnet wrist watch things so I don't need to worry about losing my flies, because all I got right now is like this little Velcro thing. That works. It works. Okay, so I think I know what I did wrong, and my line broke at my double surgeon's knot, which told me I did not match my leader and I went lighter. So I should have put on a 4X, which this is 4X, and I thought I had a 5X leader when I actually had a 4X instead. So lesson learned. Okay. Seems like a deeper pool. Yeah, this is a little tough just because of where this branch is. It's kind of a nightmare to cast, but I'm making do. I'll like have to fire it off downstream, let it sit, and then lob it up. And then any set I have to kind of do up and away. But I feel like there should be some fish in this run. Maybe I'm just not getting down deep enough. Oh, there we go. Actually, I just had a guy that just came up for it right beneath my feet. Missed him, but he came up for it. Alright, I moved the flies down just a little bit. So they can get a little further down in the water column. Maybe that will entice the guy to bite. That was a fish. There he is right there. So there is a little guy feeding right here in this rocky area. So I'll try a few more times. There he is. Got him. Oh, and he came off. Oops. All right. I think this will be our last hole that we try and fish today. See what we can do. Looks like there is a deeper little trough there by that cutout. So let's see if we can get anybody to bite. I think that was just a little piece of vegetation. There we go. All right, he's stuck in some weeds right now. Okay, got the weeds broken off, and we do have a fish. So let's see if we can get this guy in the net real quick. There we go. Okay, so that is by far the prettiest fish of the day. Awesome colors. Not the biggest, but definitely a good fish to end on. Yeah, the grass this year is crazy. Never seen it like this. Let's see, what did he take? He is no longer hooked. So I think he took that Flashback. This guy has some pretty nice colors. Look at that, beautiful. Nice little trout. Nice little rainbow. All right, let's see if I can get a little photo of this guy for the thumbnail. He's the prettiest, so he's gonna be famous. Beautiful. Thanks, buddy. Be free. All right, what a great way to end the video. Nice little fish for the end of the day. Difficult catch, but I'm glad we were able to get him in the net and take a good look at him. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating would be much appreciative. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed recording it and fishing today, which is probably not as much as I enjoyed having fun, but still let me know what you thought. And of course, any gear that I used today, my rod, reel, flies that I caught some fish on, that'll be in the description, as well as any music you can hear in the background right now. And if you want to see any future content, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on any future uploads. But yeah, that'll just about do it. God bless, tight lines, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.